Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Chloe. Hello. Or if you have watched my videos before and you're coming back to watch more, thank you ever so much. So today's video is me showing you how I do my skin. So if you would like to see how I get my skin looking like this, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm just going to pop on some of the Too Faced lip injection first. Clip my hair back a wee bit so it's out my face. So if I've got any wonky bits on my fringe, don't mind them. We all know the situation, we can't go to the hairdressers, so I decided to cut it myself, and I'm not in any way, shape or form a hairdresser, so it's the best I could do. So today obviously I'm going to be talking about how I do my base. This won't work for everyone because obviously everyone has different skin types. My skin type personally is combination oily but mostly oily. I get very oily down the centre of my face, and like I find on my cheeks I get quite oily as well. Also don't mind the wee red bits I've been picking at my face. Don't tell my mum, she'll shout at me. One thing I would say definitely when it comes to getting like the perfect base is, before you even think about like the makeup side of it, your skincare needs to be there. Because for me, I've always thought that your skin, like your foundation and everything, is only going to look as good as your skin underneath. So for me, skincare is very important. I definitely notice when I don't do my skincare. I'm not very good at doing my skincare in the morning, but at night time I always make sure I do it. Just gonna quickly go in, and this is the Glam Glow Water Burst. So I'm gonna go in with a wee bit of that, just because like I said, I've been picking my face. I've got a few dry bits just at the edge of my face, so I'm not actually gonna apply this all over. I'm just gonna kind of do it at the edges of my face, just because I don't find I really need it in the centre. One thing I will say is, if you've got really oily skin like me, I can't remember who it was, someone I used to work with said to me that basically your skin doesn't have enough oil in it, so it's overproducing it. So adding oil into your skincare will help that. I'm sure that's what she said. I am not a skincare expert, so please don't take any of what I say as if I am an expert, because I'm not. And then I'm going to go in with primer. So recently I have been loving the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer Blurring, the blurring one. I've been loving that one. I'm trying to think other ones that I find are really good for oily skin. Let me have a look. A good cheap primer for matte skin is this Rimmel one here. So that is just the matte primer. That one is another one of my favourites. But yeah, I think I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier one today. So with this one, again, I don't pop it all over my skin, I just kind of pop it in the centre of my face. I find with me having quite large pores, this one is good for blurring those bad boys out. If you're unsure about like skincare and stuff like that, definitely I would say go somewhere that's got like a skincare brand that has a counter, and just go in and ask for advice, because there's no point in you spending money on stuff that's not going to work for your skin. You get me? There we go. So I find that really smooths out my pores and helps with oil control. So for foundation, I have been loving a few different ones at the minute. Huda Beauty, the full filter one, been loving that, as well as the Marc Jacobs one, but that one is a very, very full coverage, so I always have to mix that in with a lighter foundation, otherwise it looks really cakey. So that one you need to watch with. But the ones I'm about to show you right now is my go-to combination. To me, I've not found anything that looks better on my skin and works better with my skin. So it is these two guys right here. So you've got the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte, and then this is the Max Factor All Day Flawless Face Finish. I mean, I don't really know much about the Fenty one, apart from it is matte, so it's good for oilier skin. And then the Max Factor one is also oil free, which is all I need in my life. So I'm going to take just 1 pump of the Max Factor, and then I'm going to take 2 pumps of the Fenty. So when it comes to brushes for foundation, I tend to use a brush more at the minute, but I go through phases of using a brush and then switching to a sponge. So just use whatever you feel better with. I find a sponge kind of gives me a medium coverage. I never really find I can get a full coverage with a sponge. So at the minute I have been using the Morphe Jack & Hill JH08. So it is quite a small wee brush. But I've just been loving the way this applies the foundation. And like I said, I like full coverage. Pretty much anytime I'm going to put makeup on, I like a full coverage. Because I've got naturally quite red skin. Like, you can see the difference, like that matches my neck, whereas my face is quite red. So yeah, I don't really like that redness showing through. So when it comes to foundation, I won't really take it up any higher than that, unless I'm being lazy and can't be bothered with concealer. Just because the skin around your eyes is more sensitive than the rest of your face. So that's why you're meant to just use concealer. And always make sure you're blending that down your neck, and I always blend it out towards my ears as well. Just so that everything is matching. But here, I can feel it. Yeah, I look a bit crazy because, like I said, I don't put it around my eyes unless I'm having a lazy day. I tend to go in with a different brush after that, just in case there's any like streaks or anything like that. I go in with a brush that's quite dense. So this is a Real Techniques Expert Edge Large Brush. So this one's quite dense, so that's really gonna kind of smooth everything out. The way I describe this brush is it's a bit like a beauty blender brush. Because it's so dense, it really will smooth everything out, just like a beauty blender would. But for me, I find that the beauty blender will always pick up product, whereas this one just smooths it out. My favourite concealer that I've been using recently, in fact this has been my favourite concealer for quite a long time, as you can probably see there's not much left, but this is the MAC Mineralize concealer, and I've got the shade NC15, so I'm just going to pop that on like that. But I just love this concealer because it's really lightweight on the skin. It's quite moisturising as well, this one, which I quite like because even though I've got oily skin, I do get kind of dry patches on the inner corner of my eyes, so I like it because of that. And then I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush and blend that out. So I like this one because it is brightening, but it's not going to make me look like a ghost. Although I probably already do look a bit like a ghost because of how pale I am. I'm going to just lightly bring that onto the lids because I'm probably not going to put any eyeshadow on for this video. One concealer I've never tried is Shape Tape, which a lot of people talk about. So I feel like I will need to try it one day. Okay, so I'm going back in with that big brush just to make sure everything is blended seamlessly. Just trying to make something that's full coverage look as natural as possible is what I'm all about. Okay, so now that I've got my concealer, foundation, primer, all that jazz on, I am going to go in with my powder and set. Just going to go in. Now this powder is so cheap and I just bloody love it. So this is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and this is just the transparent shade. Now my all-time favourite pressed powder is the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Airbrush Flawless Finish one, but as you can see I've literally got the tiniest wee bit left. But yeah, that is my all-time favourite one, but it's so pricey and I feel like I hit pan with that so quick. Sorry guys, my mum came in there. But yeah, I'm going to go in with that powder, and this is the Morphe Jack and Hill JH07 brush, so it's quite a wee fluffy one. So I'm going to mainly concentrate this powder centre of my face, like I said before. But I'll admit, I like to put my powder everywhere. I like to put it all over, because I find that if I don't, my foundation moves about quite a lot. Okay, so now that I have powdered and I'm still looking a bit crazy, I feel like it is time to add a bit of colour. So I'm going to go in with some bronzer. Now I don't know what one I want to use today. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and that is the shade Give Me Sun, which I know is the ultimate favourite for a lot of people. So when you're doing bronzer, you don't want to bring it down, you want to kind of keep it up. So what I try to do is, I'm going to pop around there, take my brush and pop the top of the brush there. So you want to keep it above that line, because if you bring it down, then that's going to pull the face down and make you look like you've got a beard. But also if you do muck up and you bring it too low, you can always go back in with your powder and fix that up. So there's always ways about, like, mistakes and stuff like that. You can always fix it somehow. Okay, so as you can see, this brush is quite big, but I'm going to take some of that up into my crease, just because I'm not actually putting any shadow on today. So I just like to add a bit of bronzer to add a bit of colour there. A wee bit on my nose. So time for a blusher. Now I know blusher can be quite controversial. Some people don't like it, some people love it. I used to hate it, but now I feel like I can't do my makeup without a bit of blusher, because it adds so much colour to the face. So I've got my MAC palette here that has a few different shades in, and I'm going to go in with these two at the bottom, mix those together. So I think that is Peaches and Modern Mandarin. So I'm just going to take my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH04, so it's like a kind of slanted brush, mix those two together. If you don't know where to put it, I always smile, apples of the cheek, and then I pull it back. Again, you're wanting everything to kind of tie in together and look seamless. So I like to kind of get my blusher and blend it back into my bronzer, so that there's no harsh lines between each product. I like to pack this product on, because blusher for me is something that will fade a lot during the day. So I like to add a wee bit, well, a lot. I always add a wee bit over the nose just to make it look more natural, even though it's definitely not natural, but who needs to know that. So yeah, again, I know I look a bit weird right now, but the blusher definitely fades a lot for me during the day, so I'll pack it on. Again, I've got a fair few highlights that I am absolutely obsessed with, but recently my favourite has been the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics palette. I don't know if that's showing, and this is the Flash palette. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. And I have been absolutely loving this shade here, which is Iced. So I'm going to take another Jaclyn Hill brush. This is JH09. It's a fluffy one like that. I'm going to pop that highlight on. Like, can you see that? Can you see that? I've also got one of the loose highlights that she came out with. This is the loose highlight in Extra. That's amazing as well, but I'd probably only use that if I'm going out, just to make it pop a little bit more. A few of my other faves are the Anastasia Beverly Hills and I'm going to say one. The MAC Double Gleam is one of my favourites as well. Gonna quickly add some mascara, maybe do my brows, I can be bothered. Pop something on my lips and then I will be back. There we go, so I've added lips and some mascara on. Now I'm going to take this wee guy. This is called Freck. Just add some faux freckles on. I find that this always makes my foundation look a lot more natural when I add faux freckles on, because a lot of the time people actually think they are my freckles, when they're definitely not. So with that, you're wanting to kind of not be too precise with it. Just kind of pop it on. I don't let it sit for too long, and then I'll take my finger and just kind of press over it, because if you don't do that then that is going to look quite harsh. I mean, I'm quite honest with people, like I'll be honest and say they're not real. But if you want people not to know that they're not real, you don't have to tell them. How are they gonna know? Sometimes I do use just like an eyebrow pencil as well, just to add them on if I can't find that wee eye, because look how small it is. I do lose that on the regular. But yeah, so as you can see, that is how I do my skin. Like I said, this won't work for everyone just because I have oily skin and I know everyone's skin is different. But yeah, so that is my skin. Oh, one more thing, setting spray. So the Morphe Continuous Mist setting spray, I think that's what it's called, is my all time favourite, but I've run out and I'm waiting for a delivery. So at the minute I'm just going to go in with the MAC Coconut Fix Plus. So that is my kind of day-to-day skin. I won't always put a lip on, to be honest. I'm not a lipstick person, so half the time I won't have anything on my lips. I'll just have a bit of like, I don't know, Carmex or Lano lips, like some sort of lip balm on. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing me do my face. I think next week's video I'm going to do a kind of in-depth eye tutorial, I think. I'm not quite sure yet. But also I was thinking about maybe doing a video on my skincare. So if anyone is interested in that, let me know and I will definitely do that for you. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and if you like it, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, because I would appreciate that ever so much. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone. I need to get this off my lips, it's really irritating me. I'm sorry, but if you're one of these people in quarantine that is sitting at home wearing jeans, really, there isn't no way in hell you're gonna find me sitting at home chilling in a pair of jeans. No way, Jose. Let me have a look. Also, I just got a delivery, like at the size of that bad boy. So that is the Lorac, the it's upside down at it. So look at the size of that bad boy. So that's the Lorac Pro, the artistry book. But honestly, look at the size of that.